guys, happy Monday. Today is Victoria Day, so happy Victoria Day, I guess. I've never really said that to anybody before, but it is Victoria Day today, so... Jesus, my fucking dad's so annoying. Because it's Victoria Day, he's not working today, and I'm like, fuck, I hate when he's not working, bro. Please close the door to avoid any interruptions. Typically I don't have to worry about him, but I guess the last couple days I've had to. Like, interrupting my videos, I mean, not like worried about him, I just mean like worried about him in terms of interrupting videos. Starting. So obviously it's Victoria Day, and this came out obviously Mother's Day, I believe, so this came out like several days ago, so... sorry, obviously I'm late for this. Mother's Day was on May 12th, so that was 8 days ago today, or 8 days ago, so this video came out 9 days ago, so I guess it came out the day before. Oh yeah, because Dhar Mann doesn't release videos on Saturdays and Sundays, so this probably came out on the Monday or on the Friday. So, well, a woman spends Mother's Day as a prisoner, Dhar Mann Studios. So I'm kind of curious what this is about. Like, is she actually in jail, or what's happening here? Unless like this guy's like her boss and she's working her whole life away, I have literally no idea, but... Happy belated Mother's Day to all mothers out there. There shouldn't be just one day that we're celebrating mothers, right? Like every day we should appreciate mothers. So I guess let's make May 20th also Victoria Day, a day to appreciate mothers. So I'm exhausted, don't mind me. I just finished work, so.
Why is everybody staring at us, Daddy?
Don't worry, sweetheart. Everything will be okay.
Damn. They're obviously not happy with them for some reason. She's pissed at them.
Ebony,
Damn.
look, I just want to say how sorry.
Damn. Okay, well, they're obviously very disliked. I just want to know why.
Lord, let us be accepting and compassionate, showing love to everyone as he's shown his love to us. Because everyone is fighting a battle
That you know nothing about.
that we may not know anything about.
That's true.
If everyone can please hold hands.
Damn.
I don't understand why people are being so mean to us.
He knows.
Let's just focus on the sermon and our time with God, okay?
We are a community bound in faith, joined hand to hand, and united in our love.
Okay.
Such a good sermon. Oh, yes. Yes, it was.
Wait for me here, sweetheart. I just need a minute.
Well, I certainly hope that Johnny makes a full recovery soon. Thank you so much, Miss Stevens.
Thank you, Miss Stevens.
We'll see you next Sunday. Absolutely. All right. Goodbye.
Hey, Ebony.
So clearly they were at church, and everyone hates this guy for some reason, which we're about to find out, I assume.
What do you want?
I just want to talk. I don't want any bad blood between us.
Bad blood. You have some nerve after what your family has put my son through.
Mom, it was an accident. You don't have to.
Johnny, you stay out of this. Get in the car.
It was an
Get in
accident.
the car.
Okay, so something happened with their son, but what happened?
Look, I understand you're upset. But I want you to know we didn't mean for anything to happen to Johnny. Accidents happen, and we are truly sorry.
If you think that this is just some innocent accident, then you're just as messed up as your wife, the druggy baby killer.
Now, wait a minute.
Whoa.
You have no right to talk about my wife like that. Giovanna made a mistake, but the newspaper got it wrong. She is not...
I am going to make sure that she serves the max sentence, even if it takes using every connection I have in this city. See you in court.
So from what I'm understanding, what they put my son through, so is it the son that said it was an accident, or they said like baby killer, so I'm assuming that what they were babysitting and then they killed the baby somehow, but it was an accident? Like, it's definitely hard to forgive someone if they killed your baby, but I mean, depends what happens, right? Obviously it'd still be like really hard to forgive someone for killing your baby, which I'm assuming is what happened here. But again, before I spend 20 years trying to guess this, I'm just gonna press play and figure out what's happening. But as for right now, definitely curious as to the full story. But I guess we're gonna find out. So this is crazy. So, okay, so he's a janitor. That's what he does for work at school, I guess.
Hi.
Hi, my D712.
No credit.
Sorry, you're all out of credits.
Oh, that's okay. I'll just put it back.
I'm here. Wait. I got it. Sorry, I must have forgotten to add funds. Here you go.
Thank you.
Thanks, Dad.
Of course. Go ahead and eat, sweetheart.
I think that's...
Why does no one like the kid either? What did she do? There it is. Here it is. Here it is. Here's the news article, guys. Let's see what happened here. Pregnant lady crashes into car driving under the influence, losing the baby. Oh shit. So she's pregnant. I'm assuming that's the wife of that guy. And I guess she drove under the influence and probably crashed into them, killing their baby. Honestly, anyone that drives under the influence, like a DUI, is just honestly so fucked. Like, if that's what she did, then yeah, she definitely deserves to be in jail, because you should not do that. So honestly, she said the newspaper got it wrong though, so I'm curious what happened here. Like, there's something wrong going on here, but as of right now, I'm fully on the other girl's side. Like, not on her side or the guy's side. Like, I'm on the girl's side that was mad at him, because again, you're driving under the influence and then you killed their baby. I'd literally probably hate your guts, so... Yeah, but they hate her for some reason. Like, what did she do?
Thanks,
At least one kid's
Hey.
nice. Johnny.
Oh, so are you thinking about doing soccer trials or basketball? I'm better at basketball. Ooh, I like basketball.
Oh god.
Maybe one day...
Johnny, what are you doing?
Eating lunch?
I mean, why are you sitting next to her?
Like, what did she ever do? Like, I'm so confused. Like, what did the mother... Like, even if it's the mother's mistake, like, why would you hate her kid? Like, that's like me doing a DUI and then, you know, killing someone's baby, and then someone's like, I fucking hate Damian's kid. What? Like, I get that... 1 second. How was your extra day off? Because my friend lives in the Philippines and he had an extra day off. So I'm kind of curious to see how he's doing. So send me a selfie. Okay.
You know who her parents are.
Is something wrong?
What's wrong is that I don't want my son sitting next to your daughter. You've caused enough damage to my family.
Damn.
That has nothing to do with Angelica.
Well, I'm
That's-
sure the apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
Damn.
I don't want her being a bad influence on my son. Now, come on, Johnny. You have a follow-up doctor's appointment. I came to take you.
Oh, so his arm was broken, I guess, in the DUI accident or something.
It's very important to have positive role models at this school. I hate to pull any funding that my family is giving to this institution.
Is that the principal? She's now tempting the principal to fire him. So he's looking for a job. Did he get fired? Like he's looking for a new job because he has to, because he got fired, or what's happening here? Like, what did the mom do,
Dad,
bro?
I heard what happened. They really fired you?
That's tough,
I don't
man.
want you to worry, sweetheart. Everything will be all right.
It's crazy how some people can influence others like that. Like, oh yeah, I'd hate to
I
do
don't
this
even
if you don't do this.
understand, though. You didn't even do anything wrong.
You're right. But you know what kind of influence Johnny's mom has?
Can't you sue them?
Who's got the time and money for that? Not me. I'm sure I'll find another job soon. Now, can you please try not to be sad? I don't want your mom feeling this energy. It'll only make things harder for her, okay?
An interesting video for sure. she's always the great mother and adult, so I don't know what she did.
How you doing, my love?
I'm hanging in there.
How are you guys doing?
We're doing good. Want to say hi to your mom?
Hi, Mom.
Hi, baby. Is everything okay? I know this is hard, but you look really sad. What's going on?
Mija, talk to your mommy, please.
Angelica?
Dad lost his job.
What?
You weren't supposed to say anything.
Well, it's true. You always tell me not to lie. I'm gonna go wait in the lobby.
Angelica, don't leave. Angelica!
Damn, bro. Like, what happened, man?
Why did you lose your job?
Because of you.
Ebony's been making things really difficult. And it feels like everyone in the community read that newspaper and got it wrong. The school, the church. People stare at us everywhere we go.
A church too, huh? Isn't that the one place that people aren't supposed to judge?
Look, Giovanna, I am doing my best
I know.
to figure things out, but as of right now, I can't pay your bail. I'm really sorry. I'm trying to put the money together, but
I'm not worried about the bail.
How much is bail?
I'm just really sorry for what I'm putting you and Angelica through.
you made a mistake. It could have happened to anyone. And I'm sure the attorney will be able to convince the judge of that. Which, by the way, I decided not to go with the public defender.
Yeah, well, no, a private attorney is too expensive.
We can't risk you not having a good attorney.
So, based on them saying that you made a mistake, it sounds like she was normally doing a DUI. But again, they said the newspaper got it wrong, so I'm kind of confused here, like what's happening. Like that's what I was kind of going off of. I thought she wasn't actually doing a DUI, but honestly, anyone that has a DUI, I just lose all this respect for you. I don't care if you're my mom, my daughter, my son, my sibling. If you're drinking under the influence, everybody knows in the back of their mind that you shouldn't do that. Driving high, driving drunk, anything like that. It causes so many lives to go like awry, and it causes so many lives lost, and it can affect a lot of lives, right? Like again, like I don't know if anybody died in that crash, but again, she was called a baby killer. So I mean, I don't know if she killed anybody, but if you literally are driving under the influence like a DUI and then you kill somebody, I have no remorse for you. Like I would never be able to forgive you ever. So the fact that he's saying you made a mistake, he's obviously kind of like forgiving her for that mistake. I know people make mistakes. I know they do. I've made mistakes, but there's a boundary to what kind of mistake you've made. Like you can't say, sorry, I killed someone because I was doing something I shouldn't be doing. It's like, okay, well, bro, like you literally changed someone's whole life, destroyed someone's life, and like now everybody that loves that life are destroyed too because of what you did. So a mistake can be, oh yeah, like sorry, I forgot to pay this, you know, I forgot to scan this extra item at the checkout. That's a mistake, like, you know, my bad. A mistake isn't a DUI. You know what I mean? That's not a mistake. Like you willingly went in your car, drove while drunk, under the influence, whatever the influence of, you were under the influence of something, and you chose to drive. That's your responsibility fully. You know you shouldn't have done that, and you did it. So what the fuck? Like, you know what I mean? Like I'd be super upset. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'd be very, very upset, and I don't think that I'd forgive her either. Again, I don't know the full story yet because again, like they're acting like there's more to the story, which I assume there is. It's still another like 20 minutes left, so it's like I have no idea what's happening here. But
I looked it up
And what, Gabriel?
you could be facing years for doing damage to Ebony's vehicle and injuring her son. If the judge wants to be hard on you. But I'm sure once he hears the full story, he'll understand.
what's the full story?
Which is why we need a good attorney.
So there is more to the
So the
story.
judge can know how good of a person you are.
So again, there is more to the story then. Damn. Okay, so it's so weird because now she's saying that she's not a good person, and like I'm literally so confused. And like, what is happening, bro? I keep pausing, but it's like I want to know what's happening. You know what I mean? Like what's going on?
Are you kidding me? Yes, you are. You're a great person. A great wife and a great mom. Even if you're not Angelica's biological mother, you're still her mom. Yeah.
Okay, so she's not the biological mother.
I don't want to leave Angelica by herself. Stay strong. I'll get you out soon. I love you so much.
I need to know the full story.
I love you too.
As I will prove during this case, Your Honor, my client, Giovanna Martinez, is not just a name on a court docket, but a woman who, despite her mistakes, is fundamentally a good person. Giovanna has contributed positively to her community. She's an active churchgoer and has shown remorse for the unfortunate incident that brings us here today.
The only reason she's remorseful is because she's in jail.
Damn.
I'm not trying to downplay the seriousness of the situation. Giovanna was involved in a regrettable accident while driving under the influence.
So yeah, that's the part where he's kind of like, yeah, like, what's the full story?
But that does not change the fact that she is a good person who made a terrible mistake. And we believe that she deserves the opportunity for rehabilitation and redemption with no prison time. Thank you, Your Honor.
Your Honor, while the defense paints a sympathetic picture of the defendant, let us not forget the reality of her actions. She made a choice, a reckless and dangerous choice, to
That's the whole point, you know.
get behind the wheel while under the influence of prescription drugs.
So I need to know the full story. What's the full story?
Her actions not only caused Mrs. Johnson's car to be totaled, but her son was left traumatized and put into a cast.
I'm really glad that he survived though, because honestly, a lot I see in real life. This is obviously a drama video, but IRL, there's a lot of times where someone drives drunk, and then the person driving drunk never gets hurt. It's always the victim that gets hurt. Always, it's literally always the case. I'm not lying. It's always the case.
Worst of all, an innocent child's life was lost that day,
Oh shit.
as the defendant was pregnant at the time.
So that's not the full story. So she was not pregnant.
We cannot ignore the fact that her negligence is the reason we are here to...
I'm sorry to interrupt.
I am still talking, Your Honor.
I know, but unfortunately...
Counsel, you'll have your turn. Please let the prosecution finish.
Thank you. Giovanna is not the victim here. The real victims are Mrs. Johnson, her son, and an innocent life that was lost that day. A life that can never be brought back. And for that, the defendant must face the consequences.
In that case.
Life in prison.
Damn.
Are you finished?
Yes, Your Honor. Now I am.
Damn.
Thank you.
Your Honor, before we get too far, I just want to clarify...
Counsel, you will have plenty of time to argue your case. Today is just for opening statements. This hearing will continue next Monday at 9 a.m.
Don't stress, we'll explain everything the judge will understand, okay?
Yeah, understand that you're a baby killer, and you deserve life in prison.
Damn. I don't know what to say.
We gotta clear all this up. Giovanna didn't do what they're saying. I know, and we will. But unfortunately, now that the stakes are much higher, I do need a bigger retainer. I gave you all the money I have. I just lost my job. I can't afford anything else. Well, then you may want to consider a public defender, because I'll need at least 10,000 more to keep representing her. I'm sorry, Mr. Martinez.
Wow.
Even
much you
after
got?
emptying the bank and asking everyone we know for money, we still only have a little over $3,000.
What are we gonna do, Dad?
Selling your car.
4,900, 5,000. It's the pink slip. Treat her well.
Wait, $5,000 for that car? I don't think that's realistic at all. Like, I'm pretty sure they have an expensive
But
car.
it's still not $10,000. Now what are we gonna do?
Pray, honey. Just pray.
So 5 plus 3, that's 8,000,
Dear
so we
brothers
still
and
need...
sisters, let us reflect on the teachings of our Lord today. Forgiveness is a divine virtue which allows us to heal and to move forward. Remember, as it is written in Matthew 6:14, for if you forgive other people when they sin against you,
I love how it just always happens to be, like, it always happens to be what the thing is about. Like, this is so unrealistic. Like, oh yeah, because I'm sure this is going to be the topic that they're talking about. Coincidentally, each time they're in church, this is coincidentally the each thing that they're, like, you know, no.
your heavenly Father will also forgive you.
Some people don't deserve forgiveness.
Damn.
Come on, sweetheart. Let's go.
That is true, though. Some people don't. I'm not going to lie. Some people don't. Some people legit don't.
But it's not over.
We have to catch the bus.
They forgot something there.
Oh, Dad, I forgot my jacket inside.
All right, run and get it.
Remember, brothers and sisters, forgiveness is a gift you give to others and to yourselves. But it is through mercy and understanding that we find true redemption.
For some. But some degenerates deserve to rot in prison.
You know, it's easy to come to church and be a good person, but you don't actually practice on what's being said.
Oh.
And what is that supposed to mean?
It means that he's saying that you should be forgiving and not judgment. And you keep on judging my mom.
But I don't think that the Bible says that you should forgive an irresponsible, drug addict, baby killer.
Well, actually,
My mom is neither a drug addict or a baby killer, so can you please stop saying that?
The newspaper said...
The newspaper was wrong. If you want to know what actually happened,
I'll tell you.
I'll tell you because I know the story the best. You see,
We're finally gonna find out, guys. Okay, finally. I need to know what happened here. Like, for real, I need to know what happened here. And then I'll be able to give my true thoughts in the end, because obviously you know my thoughts prior, but I need you to guys know my thoughts afterward, you know?
when I first met my mom, I was just a little kid. Even though she wasn't my actual mom, she always made me feel like I was her real daughter. She didn't ever show it. But sometimes I could tell it was hard for her not having a kid of her own.
That makes sense. Maybe she wasn't able to have kids herself, so she had to adopt.
That's why you can imagine how happy she was when she and my dad found out they were having a baby.
Okay, so she was pregnant.
They were both excited to be having a baby boy.
Okay, so she is able to
I
have
was
kids.
excited to be having a little brother.
So she is able to have kids, okay. Maybe it's just hard for her to get kids for some
Everything
reason.
seemed perfect. That is, until it wasn't. My mom ended up losing the baby.
Oh shit.
She was devastated. We all were, but no one took it harder than her. The doctor ended up giving her some pills to try and help.
Like, Like depression pills or like save the baby pills? Like what do you mean?
She did her best to make it seem like everything was okay. Even though my dad and I both knew that it wasn't. She ended up taking pills to deal with the pain. Then she made a horrible decision. She drove a car. And that's when she got into an accident.
Oh, a head-on collision, bro. No, she wasn't able to pass the test. Like, damn, what the hell? She just like, yeah, let me get some pictures.
So you see, she lost the baby before the accident. She wasn't a drug addict or a baby killer.
Okay, so that part, okay, so you guys are already gonna know my thoughts here. She definitely shouldn't have like, she definitely made a horrible decision and she shouldn't have done that. Like, I still do not excuse her decision at all. I don't know if I would forgive that still. Like, I get that she never killed the baby, she never did this, she never did that. She made a bad decision, and she definitely did make a bad decision. There's no arguing that, but honestly, I still don't know if I would forgive her, just because, again, even if she didn't kill anybody, she could have. That's the thing. Like, her actions, it doesn't matter if they did. Obviously, it matters if they did, but, like, let's just say it didn't. Let's just say nobody was hurt. It doesn't matter if nobody was hurt. She still made a horrible decision, and yes, she can learn from her mistake, but at the same time, it's like, I feel like people that do that just, I don't know, man, like, it's really hard for me to say and comment on this, but, like, you know how bad it can be. Everybody knows deep down how bad it can be, and she obviously knew deep down that it wasn't right for her to drive, and she still did, knowing that it could cause damage to somebody else's life, and it did. A car, someone else's life, and that's not okay. So I don't know what'll happen here. I feel like it'll be a good, happy ending, but at the same time, I still don't respect her decision. Like, she did not do good, I'm sorry. I don't know what you guys have to say about this. I don't know if you guys disagree, but this is my honest opinion. I definitely think that she should serve some time. I'm not going to say life in prison, but she definitely needs to serve time. I'm not going to lie. She definitely has to be in jail.
She was just dealing with a lot. And like Pastor McDaniel said, before you judge someone, you should remember that everyone is fighting a battle that you might not know anything about.
That's true.
Angelica, come on. We're gonna miss the bus.
Like, now she feels really bad, but, like, I still don't know, man. Like, after hearing that story, I get it. Like, she was going through a lot, but, like, you kind of made someone else go through a lot, too. You know what I mean? Like, just because you're suffering doesn't mean you have to make others suffer, too. Like, you guys know, I'm not trying to be rude by any means. I'm generally just, like, saying my thoughts. Like, she shouldn't have done what she did. I get that she did, and she made a mistake, but it depends. Some mistakes are unforgivable, and some mistakes are non-excusable. You know what I mean?
I was getting worried. Did you bring the retainer like I asked you?
It's only
There's a
$8,000.
little over $8,000 in there. I had to sell my BMW to get that. Sorry I couldn't get the full 10. I hope that's okay.
Actually, $10,000 was the absolute minimum. It's even below normal. I'm sorry, Mr. Martinez. Excuse me, Your Honor. There's been a new development. I unfortunately won't be able to represent Mrs. Martinez anymore. She'll most likely have a public defender taking my place.
I understand. Thank you, counsel.
Thank you. I wish there was more I could do. Good luck.
Isn't he the one that's like making the
We
amount?
will have to postpone today's hearing. And the next available court date I have is May 16th.
But Your Honor, that's 2 months from now. Isn't there anything you can do?
I'm afraid not. The courts are all backed up. So unless you can make the $100,000 bail, you will have to continue your stay in prison.
Wow.
This court is adjourned.
Mommy, no, I don't want you to go.
I'm sorry, Betty. I really am. I'm so sorry. I love you so much.
On its own.
Wait. I changed my mind. I decided I don't want to press charges anymore.
But I thought you said you wanted to pursue the maximum punishment.
I did.
I felt like she wanted. I felt like she was gonna be the one to come in, but I was like, I don't think it'll be her though. Like, I don't think she would just change just like that.
Until someone helped me realize that before judging someone, it's important to remember that everyone is fighting a battle we may not know anything about. Thank you so much. Don't worry, I added credit to her account.
You did?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Thank you.
Oh, you can come on.
Sorry, I don't think my mom wants you to.
Oh, no, honey. It's okay. She can sit here. Oh, and actually, could you come with me for a second, Angelica? You too.
What are we doing out here?
Car back or something? Or...
How did you...
I found the lady you sold it to and offered her a little extra to buy it back. Not only that, I also...
There's no way she's doing all this for her. There's no way. Oh.
Oh my God.
Was she just in the back? She was really just in the trunk waiting.
I talked to the prosecutor and agreed to community service and a temporary license suspension. No jail time. And I also...
Lady who crashed wasn't pregnant or drug out. She was a mom dealing with a lot. Honestly, that's still not okay though. I'll say my thoughts at the end.
I used my connections to get the newspaper to update the story. Hopefully, this will help clear your family name.
Oh, thank you, Ebony. I can't tell you how much this means to all of us.
Well, I'll see you all at church on Sunday.
Bye, Johnny.
I love you guys.
I love you too. I love you.
Okay, before I even get to the comments, as I obviously will get to them, but I really don't know what to say, guys. Like, I'm really like iffy about this one. I've never been so like on the fence about this before because honestly, I get that people that drink and drive, anyone that has like, you know, everyone has a story, but drinking and driving is not something you should do. I've gone through a lot too. Like, I've gone through a lot too. Like, I've been, like I told you guys, I've been like really close, like in not in this very chair, but in my old chair. I was sitting here at 4 in the morning, literally wanting to commit suicide, not about to, but wanting to. Like, really thinking about it, really not wanting to be here anymore. And you're probably wondering why I'm bringing this up. I'm bringing this up because even though I was going through a lot, that didn't mean I was going to take some pills and get into a car. That didn't mean I was about to take a whole shot of like vodka or something and then go, or a whole cup of vodka or a whole bottle of vodka or whatever the fuck I was doing, and then start driving, or take some pills and start driving. Like that's your decision that you're making, and that was a very poor one. So honestly, I don't know if I'd forgive her. It's obviously a Darwin video, so like they're obviously forgiving her, but in my eyes, this is not okay. Like, it doesn't matter what the story is, you should never drink and drive, because deep down you know what that could cause. Like, yes, you're dealing with the law, but that doesn't mean that your mind is like unaware of the dangers of what you're doing. Like, it's one thing if you're aware of what's happening and not aware of what's happening. In my opinion, in my eyes, she was aware of what was happening. She just didn't care to listen to herself. I'm really curious for the comments now. I don't know if they're gonna say, yeah, I agree. But honestly though, like, you shouldn't be doing that. Like, that's not something that's really forgivable. Even if she wasn't a baby killer, even, like, she could have been. That's the thing. So stupid comments. She did that young Sheldon going back in the church like that. Okay. Hallelujah, the Daily Jesus devotional has been a huge part of my transformation. God is God is good. Was owing a loan of $47,000 to the bank for my son's brain surgery. David, now no longer in debt after I invested $12,000 and I got to pay off $278,000 every month. God bless Christy. Okay. Don't know what to say about that, but sure. My mom's not a drug addict. Proceeds to explain how she's a drug addict. When she asked her son what was he doing, his innocent reply, eating lunch, got me dying, or got me laughing. In fact, he's actually sitting in front of her. Okay. It's amazing how apathetic, indifferent, and judgmental people can be. Yeah, but still. Like, cried in the middle of watching this because my mom's actually got sent to life and I haven't really got to meet him. And I usually don't tell anyone this, but I really trust this channel. Before you judge someone, you should always remember that everyone's fighting about that we know nothing about. Okay. I love her acting. I love her acting too. Before I judge someone. He's a janitor but drives a BMW. Why do children even have newspapers on the table and in school? Honestly, yeah, that's true. A 10-year-old doing a better job than a $10,000 attorney. For just someone... Okay, so everyone seems to agree with this video. Everyone seems to, like, not really be against the mom. Like, she doesn't... Everyone appears to just be okay with it.
We may not know anything about.
I'm kind of surprised, you guys. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm kind of surprised that everyone's just like, yeah, no one has their own thoughts and is saying their true opinions. Because I feel like your true opinions would be, yes, someone's dealing with something, but at the same time, you still know right from wrong. In my eyes. Like, not you guys, you guys don't have to agree with me. And I don't have to agree with you guys, obviously, but that's just my personal opinion. Like, there's not really an excuse for that, in my opinion. Like, there's not really an excuse for that at all. And the fact that she did that anyways, again, it's a mistake. You definitely need to serve some kind of jail time. I'm not saying that she's a horrible person, but she definitely has to suffer the consequences for what she did. Just like everyone should suffer the consequences for what they've done, their actions, right? So I don't know, guys. I'm really iffy with this one, but honestly, I do agree that she should have some kind of jail time, some kind of punishment. Which I guess she did say some community service and a license suspension, but a year in jail, 6 months in jail, like, she definitely should serve some time, because again, it doesn't matter if she killed a baby or not. Well, obviously it matters, but I'm saying that regardless of whether she did or not, she still should be facing some time for the bad choices that she made. If you guys get what I mean. So I don't know what else to say in this video because I'm really tired right now and it's already been 40 minutes, but honestly guys, let me know what your thoughts are. Maybe I'm just tripping, maybe I'm just not forgiving this morning, I don't know. But that's just my personal opinion. I definitely think that she should suffer the consequences for her actions because she still willingly went into a car to drive under the influence. Like, going through stuff? Yeah, so was I. Do you see me driving drunk? No. Do you see me driving under the influence? No. So that's my point. Like, you don't... Just because you go through stuff doesn't mean that you can drink and drive. So... Or just because I was about to kill myself that day or wanted to kill myself that day, that doesn't mean I can go out and drive and accidentally kill somebody or injure somebody. So, I don't know, guys. That's just my personal opinion. Let me know what you guys think, but that's how I strongly feel about that. Again, you don't have to agree, but that's how I feel about that. So, Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, please be sure to give it a like, comment down below what your guys' thoughts are. Subscribe, turn on notifications, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Deuces. Peace.